Hey, we at the #1 chill spot on the internet. Shout out to Monica in the building. Finally made it to a live stream. Yeah, we do this like very spontaneous. So you gotta hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss out on the vibes when we all come together and just recalibrate. So we got Verso in the building, we got Romy in the building. I see everyone in the building. Hey. Immaculate. Yeah, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can tap in. We already did a study with me, work with me stream earlier in the morning today for like 2 hours. Don't miss out on the study streams. I think those are going to be, majority of them right now are going to be on Twitch. So make sure you subscribe over there. But of course we come back to YouTube always because this is like currently like our home. We vibe out, we do our thing, you understand, and it's a good vibe, isn't it? Make sure you hit that like button. I just brewed up some more tea, brought the camera closer, changed the setup today. So let me know what you think about the setup. I actually still really love my other scene, but I know some people wanted me closer to the camera. So now I can almost like, I'm right here, I'm with you. You understand? Be closer. We got Burson in the building. We got Tay in the building. We got Lady of Fire Poetry in the building. Yes, we all here. Andy Portfolio here as well. It's a beautiful vibe. It's a beautiful thing. You got the reminder deck. I'm actually going to crack open a brand new deck today because I was like, why not? Let's do an unboxing on this one. Look at that. Look at that. Brand new. We all here. The setup is straight. That's it. It's just straight. It's not good. It's not like the #1 chill spot on the internet. Like, this ain't like, don't we got the vibiest setup? I'm playing with you. Hey, we will always support you. Thank you, Sophia. I appreciate that. That type of affirmation and confirmation for a creator is beautiful. And I'm always going to bring you the best experience possible. I'm really focused these next few months. I'm really going to double down, make the content better, make the streams better, show up more, be with y'all more. You know what I'm saying? Today I don't got my little mixing board, but today we're still going to peep some vibes. It's exactly what we do here at the #1 chill spot on the internet. It is the best. Thank you. That's what I need. I need the energy. Y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? I can't just be my own cheerleader. I need the best. I need y'all to be here with me. This is a movement. I'm actually been thinking about merchandise. I've been thinking about clothing, designing some clothing, some hoodies, some shirts. Got some cool ideas. And I know someone in New York that I want to design it. So like, he very busy though. So I was like, man, I might have to fly out and go talk to this dude face to face, because when you want to make your dreams a reality, you got to go on the offense at times. You understand? And I really don't want to take no as an answer because I'm like, I need this guy to like work on the first couple pieces right here because he's got a good vision and I want to bring y'all the best. It's gonna be a big investment, but I don't know. I just want to be, doing live streams, have the merchandise, have the hoodies, have the hat. You know what I'm saying? Have the tea. Like that's the goal. We're trying to develop our sovereignty on the internet, our own ecosystem. Produced by the people, powered by Jah, powered by the Most High. You already know what it is. Let me change my mic situation up here. Jah. Okay, we good now. Hey, shout out to Romy, man. Romy is pretty much a 90% of the live streams. She is I'm gonna call you a day one. Everyone here is like now a day one because this is like still the beginning of something new, something fresh. Now the thing with the reminder deck is it's packaged very tightly. So it's actually quite hard to open up when you first get it. I'm looking for my keys here because I don't want to use my teeth. I don't want to use my teeth. I actually had a video I was going to post today, but I'm going to post it instead tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm going to get these videos out consistently pretty soon. The thing that slows me down is thumbnails, but now my woman is helping me with thumbnails, so it makes it so much easier. What can I open this with? Where are my keys? Hold up. Hold up. The number one chill spot on the internet. Yeah, it's definitely hard to open because it's like, it's protected. You know, we know we're shipping these all across the world, so you definitely got to get like some scissors or some keys just to first make that initial pop, you know? First make that initial pop, and then the rest is easy to open. But, you know, we wanted to make sure the box didn't get bruised up. You ever bought something and then you get it and it's like it got all bruised up and banged up in shipping and then you're all disappointed? It's like, oh my God. Not with the reminder deck. And if there ever is a problem, don't worry. You just email us and we got you. This is our first product. Very proud of it. Put a lot of sweat into this, the reminder deck, into the design. I put a lot of money into this for a year straight up, just pouring money into things. Making mistakes, made a lot of mistakes, but you know what? Failure is a necessary nutrient for our foundation. I've been constantly reminding myself of that failure is a necessary nutrient ingredient for our foundation. I think I got to put that on the next set of affirmation cards, reminder cards. Hey, we got Yasmin in the building all the way from Sweden. Oh my God, we got people in Sweden in the building. We're global here at the number one chill spot. That is absolutely amazing. New videos are coming soon. Don't forget to check out the new videos. I know I do a lot of live streams and you may enjoy the live streams more now, but I'm going to make the videos better and I need you to support the videos as well. Okay? Oh, we got more plastic. As you open the box, you'll be met with more plastic. See, we really made sure that it was protected, guided and gifted, protected, always stepping into position. We got Germany in the building as well, all the way from England. Shouts to everybody, you know, make sure you end your day off with some prayers, you know, because the world is going through some chaos at the moment, some tragedy. And, you know, sometimes we could feel helpless, but, you know, you can still end the day off with a little bit of prayer and spirit, you know, for those that are experiencing deep hardships. Ooh, sounds good. I think I'm going to have to do like an ASMR unboxing on the channel pretty soon, right? That'd be fun. That'd be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hey, I love this sound. The reminder deck. You will be met with the first card, which is me. I wonder if my hair will get that long one day. I wonder. Will I ever visit Boston? Actually, when I was a kid, I always wanted to go to Boston for some reason. I always felt like I was going to meet somebody or something was in Boston for me. I'm not sure why I had that feeling. I don't really have that feeling about a lot of places, especially like Boston. Nothing wrong with Boston, but it's just like kind of random, you know? Oh my God. It's so nice to crack open a new deck. It's so soft on the fingers. Oh my God, the colors are absolutely immaculate. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Comparing yourself is definitely a disservice to yourself. Something that is way too common in this era because of our digitals and everyone broadcasting their lives, which is beautiful because, everyone can be a testimony of what is possible. But at the same time, when we're not, feeling right about where we are, sometimes we compare ourselves and then, we use our language and our words almost as a weapon against ourselves. And the next thing you know, we're digging ourselves into the ground, and that's not good. The back says, we are all on different timelines. No two journeys are the same. You understand? Each one is unique. The greatest story is the one you experience yourself. Honor where you are today. There is something deeply special about your journey. When you put way too much energy focused on other people's journey, what happens? You take your light and you take it off of your path, right? Your path isn't illuminated anymore, and now you're just kind of following other people's version of success or whatever they're doing, and now you're in competition with others when really you should only be in competition with who you were yesterday. You understand? Because you are a 101. So glad that you all joined me today. We're gonna have we're not having a long session today because I do have another video to film. So we're gonna have 20-30 minutes here. We're gonna kick it, just recalibrate, hang out. I'm gonna be in the chat today just talking with y'all, see how everything is going. Also, thank you to everybody that has purchased a deck. When you purchase a deck, you do two things. One, you buy a beautiful product that you can add to your morning, afternoon, evening routines, you understand? Add to your mindful environments, something that can give you reminders and bring you back to yourself. I believe it is a small investment in yourself. And it's also a way to support the channel, to support what we do here and take things further. I really want to break the rules of YouTube. I really want to break out of the typical influencer spaces and, really create our own economy and do our own things and give back to the people and, create creator grants. And I want to be able to grant creators with funds and opportunities so we can help as many creators on the planet. And, just there's so many things I want to do. And at the end of the day, it's not a one-person effort. It's a team. And your presence here, joining the live streams, clicking sharing a video on your stories, purchasing a product, whatever it may be, joining our membership, all of that contributes to what I believe is a movement, the #1 chill spot on the internet, bringing a little bit of balance, not a little bit, we're bringing a whole lot of balance to the algorithms. And at the same time, I believe we are bettering ourselves, becoming our best versions of ourselves and bringing more grace into the process and just tuning out all the noise and taking back our attention. That's why I do these long live streams to counteract against all that doom scrolling that we be doing, right? Instead, we can settle into a space, create space so ourselves can go within ourselves and, find the solutions we are looking for and just connect with others, Everyone here is traveling on a similar frequency. And when we come together, it's we have more of a sense of a community. Sometimes we can feel so isolated, even in our own houses, isolated even in our own cities, isolated in even our own friend groups. Maybe, we're not really that in alignment anymore. So sometimes these digital spaces can just be a great offering. And although it may seem oh, it's not real, it actually kind of is. We're still here. We're bringing our energy, our attention, all to the same space. So I believe we are having a real experience. And that's why usually all the time when we enter a live stream, we always come in feeling a certain way. It could be bad, it could be good, but regardless, I believe we always leave a little bit better, because that is the responsibility of a creator. That is the responsibility of an artist, is to bring a little bit of light into the world and for people just to simply leave feeling lighter, inspired, motivated, to discover themselves. We're not really interested in wowing people by what we can do, but really just, elevating the hearts and the minds of the people. And every single one of us, we are a ripple, and together we become a wave, and our energy can create waves. Our energy can shake the universe. I believe in that. I really believe in that. Before I blew up on YouTube, I actually said something to my friend, and I was like, I'm going to shake the internet. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I want to shake the internet. because this was like beginning pandemic. Obviously everything was chaotic and I felt like it was getting rocked with just a lot of fear and anxiety. And I'm like, I want to shake it and just like bring some balance. And in 2020, I think we definitely did that. You know, we got millions and millions and millions of views. Lots of people came to the channels. You know, we cultivated time for ourselves. And like, I believe it started with that intention. Like I wholeheartedly believed I could shake the internet. And then next thing you know, I was all over the algorithms everywhere. You know, every major social media platform, YouTube, Instagram, you know, TikTok, all reached out to me, Facebook, all reached out to me, Meta, to like personally work and do projects. So I literally, I feel like I shook the internet, and I'm like, it started with that intention. So believe in your power. First off, believe in your energy 100%. Believe it has the ability to shake the universe. It starts there. Once you believe that, you know, the rest will follow through. We got Lindsay in the building who just made a peppermint tea. Ah, I love that. We have Janet in the building. Lady of Fire, y'all had an earthquake in Seattle? Why didn't we feel it over here? I'm in Vancouver. Maybe someone shook Seattle with their energy. But no, jokes aside, I hope everyone's okay out there. I love Seattle. Although I feel like the downtown core has kind of gone downhill a bit. But still great vibes. It's like the cousin city to Vancouver, BC. And that's where I am. Shout out to Jed Torio, I see you in the building. You know, we got a lot of beautiful people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. Hitting that like button really helps other people know we're live streaming. It helps the algorithm, and it just it's a great way to support. I never used to ask about those type of things, you know, like do all that, but like we're in a space where, you know, we're creating a movement, and I recognize can't do it by myself. So your support, your presence here is greatly appreciated, always. What do I do when I'm feeling a high wave of anxiety come in? First off, deep breathing, you understand? Take a moment to come back to your center. You know, when we feel anxiety, our heart will start to rush, our senses will get ahead of us. So I just try to slow down and reaffirm to myself, everything is going to be okay. If I need a minute, if I'm in like a circle with people or something, I'll legit just say, hey, I'll be right back. I just need a minute. Now, I don't really experience like anxiety out of nowhere. The only times I would really experience anxiety was in like social settings when I had pretty bad social anxiety. But I was in Kenya recently, and I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if I was, you know, the time zone, the jet lag. I don't know what was going on, but about 4 days in, I was at a cafe, and all of a sudden this like crazy sense of anxiety just came over me, like out of nowhere. And I was like, whoa, what is this? Like, why am I feeling this? This doesn't make no sense. This normally doesn't happen for me. And my heart is starting to beat. You know, I don't feel comfortable. I'm in like the middle of the city at this cafe. You know, I don't know nobody. You know, everything's real busy outside. And I just had to keep reaffirming to myself, yo, everything's okay. You know, this, whatever this is going to pass. Just like the clouds, they pass by and the sun comes again. And I really just focused on my breath and simplifying my thoughts and constantly reaffirming to myself, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. What you are feeling is not you, what is passing through you right now. What you are feeling, it's not necessarily you, but it is passing through you right now. And I would just focus on my breath. And like that deep breathing, like trying to bring the breath into the stomach and then releasing from the stomach. Now I understand I understand that everyone experiences anxiety in different ways. That's why I don't like to take it too lightly. The anxiety I experience may not be the same as you. Like I said, I normally don't experience anxiety out of nowhere. It's usually for a reason. Like in the past, it would be social anxiety, or even still now, like if I'm just like, I don't know, in a space and like I'm at like a conference and I got to talk to tons of people. I don't know, sometimes it can happen. I'm sure if I had to walk out onto a stage, I would get like anxiety as well. So everyone experiences it very differently, and I understand that. So, like I said, always just try to reaffirm yourself in those moments and simplify the mind as much as possible. I also think there's a real biology aspect to it as well. And like, I think if I drink coffee too much, I straight up get like the jitters. You understand? That's why I drink tea. You know, that's why I'm a big component on like really limiting all those processed sugars, making sure that my body is being fueled by the things that it actually needs instead of all the junk, because I feel like all of that stuff also plays a role into our nervous system and our overall, well-being. So there is a physical notion to it as well. But we have the tools to regulate ourselves. We have the tools to regulate our emotions. But at the end of the day, it does take practice. Just like I find peace is a practice, right? It's not something we find. Peace is something we practice, day in and day out. This world is so chaotic. Maybe you tapped into the vibe of the world, possibly. At the time I was in Kenya, so it wasn't recently, with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now. And again, my prayers go to everybody directly affected or almost affected directly. Again, I recommend ending those days off with a prayer. And Heinz, are you into probiotics? Yeah, I do take probiotics. I take seed. I've been taking seed for about 2 years. So I have been taking probiotics. I take vitamin D. I take CBD with no THC, just the CBD. I also do some type of like lion's mane as well for the focus. I also take like a green mixed drink, the athletic greens. I take that as well. And then like every morning I take a ginger shot. So I have like this, it's actually like, what are those? It's almost in the shape of those like, those flask bottles, but it's like a glass flask bottle, but in it is just ginger, lemon. I take a shot of that every single morning because, that ginger is potent. Oh my God, ginger is strong. Anytime I get sick, I just create this like ginger, turmeric, onion, like all this stuff, black pepper, mix it up, let it soak, let it simmer, and I just, knock that sickness right out of me. So pretty a big component on the herbs, on the natural things as well. But I do believe in supplementation now as well. I was kind of against it before because I was such a naturalist, but once I learned a little bit more and I started to learn how like, an average apple in 2023 isn't holding the same nutrients it did 100 years ago. So I do try to supplement, and probably it'd probably be good for me to go to the doctor at some point in the next year and just get some blood work done, just get some tests done, making sure everything is all right. So I believe in being intuitive with what we eat, but also using science and using medical professionals so we can just have the power of the two. Also, I love my healthy snacks. I got my pumpkin seeds here. Snack on these. Just some protein and stuff. I love my dried fruit. This is dried pineapple. I actually prefer dried mangoes, and I prefer dried sour cherries. and dried blueberries. This is actually the first time I tried dried pineapple. It's not bad, pretty good. It's pretty good. But I can't eat too much at once. It's pretty strong. Like it's really pineapple-y. But I love try to have my healthy snacks, you know? My healthy snacks, my teas. You know, just again, everything's not just the mind. We have a body as well. It's all connected. You know, if I don't do some type of physical activity, after 48 hours, I feel it. You know, my strength is low. My mind strength is low. So, you know, that consistency, even just something simple. Sometimes I literally just work out for 20 minutes. Even that is good. Or, you know, just some deep stretches. Just something every single day is so important for us. Shout out to Epiphany in the building. Shout out to Journey of Self-Discovery. Another regular, also from Vancouver, BC. You know, we got Eternal Blue in the building. Yeah, Costco actually has fire dried mangoes at an amazing price. Like, amazing price. Because y'all know, dried mangoes could be quite expensive. Quite expensive. If you're still here in the chat and you haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button one time. We got a little bit more time left. You know, we chilling at the number one chill spot. We've been here for about 30 minutes. I got a little bit more time before I film my next video. Try and get more videos consistently on the channel. My goal is at least 2 to 3 a week. Plus, you know, regular live streams, you know, plus the podcast Monday to Friday. Oh my God, I forgot about the podcast tomorrow. I got to do my podcast as well. Yeah, oh my God, we're doing a lot, but it's okay. You know, we're developing ourselves. Romy says, weightlifting helps my mental health so much. It really does. It really does. I think a lot of times people, myself included, we take it for granted, but like weightlifting really does. And like half the time when I don't want to go, and then I do go, I'm always happier that I went. And then I'm like, man, like, why wasn't I here? Because that is a meditation as well. Sometimes you just get into that flow state when you're doing some strength and resistance training, and it's just like, it's just a different type of meditation. So highly recommend it if you are capable. You understand? Because again, mind, body, spirit. Wow, 2 to 3 week. You must have a great team. No, I do it all. I do everything myself right now. I mean, I have a team helping me with like emails and stuff like that. But when it comes to the production, I do it myself. It's really about just optimizing your flow and stuff like that. So those are the type of things I've been figuring out. But like, I'm gonna basically tell you what I expect of myself to get out. So I want my podcast to be Monday to Friday. I want to do the streams like, you know, 4 times a week at least. And then I want 2 to 3 videos out on YouTube. And then I want daily content on Instagram and TikTok. Right now, I can't just like create all of those singly by themselves. So it's like a system. It's about optimizing. It's about creating in like bulk a little bit. And like, it's just a lot, right? So I've been working on these systems behind the scenes because that's the frequency I want to be on. You know, that's the output I want to be on, but still having obviously time for myself and having my balance, whatever I need to recharge. But I have come up with like ways of recording as of lately where I could record for, like I actually recorded for 2 hours the other day, just having some fun, just doing a little sound session. You know, after that, I had about 6 videos. I'm probably not going to post any of them, but I had 6 videos in 2 hours. At least 6 podcasts, you know, the videos I could add more to it, but they were good podcasts. Systems, man, that's what it's all about, you know, having systems for our life to make things easier. You know, I recommend like when you wake up in the day, like already kind of know what you gotta do instead of waking up and be like, what do I gotta do today? You know, so your energy can just step into position, right? Less thinking, because even thinking takes energy. So if you're constantly thinking all day and you're met at crossroads all day, you're expelling energy. So make it easier for yourself. When is the live stream meet and greet in Nairobi? The next time I come to Nairobi in 2024, It will be in 2024, and I'm definitely doing a meet and greet. I'm going to definitely probably tap into my friend out there, Tamina, and do a collaboration since she's absolutely crushing it out there, doing great. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually wanna purchase an apartment in Nairobi. Yeah, I want to purchase an apartment in Nairobi. It's on my to-do list. It's on my to-do list. We gonna do it. And then I actually want to like, gift that place to different artists throughout the year if they want to go experience Kenya. Any software systems I recommend for content creators? I use Mila Note, Mila Note. I find that one's really good. I like it better than Notion. Notion's a little bit too analytically. Like, I don't know, it's just the interface isn't fun for me. I like Mila Note. I kind of organize all my scripts, all my ideas in there. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of that on my Ko-fi account, my private membership in the creator tier. But yeah, Mila Note is really cool. Mila Note is really good. Check that out. And I use my Apple Notes. I try to keep it simple. Google Calendar, Apple Notes, and Mila Note. Yeah, simple. For me, I need things to be simple, nothing way too complicated. And then like a little something for reminders. I have not decided which month I'll come back to Kenya. So I'm not even going to estimate because I don't want to make a massive false estimation. But 2024, 2024, let's definitely get back out there. Someone said, as an analyst, Notion massages my brain. Exactly. So that makes sense because you're an analyst, right? And Notion is so powerful. And I actually used to use Notion and, I used to enjoy it, but I found it was almost like the capabilities were too much. I just needed something a little bit more simplified, a little bit more visual for me. And Mila Note kind of did that. I felt like it was really built for like content creators or students. Hey. Oh, Caitlin, thank you so much. I'm honored. You're the reason, but I'm just a guide for that. But I'm so glad to hear that you still selling your art and you still doing that. I love that aspect. I love making content that people can just listen and still do what they do, right? That's like something I'm inspired by, is just enhancing the environment that you're already in versus just trying to take for my own gain. So it's kind of why I do a lot of live streams now. I know a lot of people just make art, a lot of people just study, a lot of people just do whatever they're doing and tap into the live stream, have it on the screen, and it could be a great guide, especially when we're at home and bored, we can fall into distractions. So just having something up there that's, kind of curated in a way and like kind of like a little experience, I know it could be a value for myself as well. But I'm very appreciative of the community. Community is 100% beautiful. Number one chill spot on the internet. Yeah, I haven't been this close to the camera in a while. Like the camera's literally right there. Like I can touch it. Like it's just, the camera was like a couple feet back. But I'm actually liking it. I think I'm gonna keep it like this. I I think I'm only gonna bring the camera back now when I'm doing the guided meditation experiences with the breathing and all of that. But I think for speaking we'll be up closer. Kind of makes more sense. Yeah, and we can go back to the tea videos actually. I can get back to the tea videos as well. I know a lot of people have been missing that. Okay, this is gonna be the last question I'll probably dive into, and then I gotta go. In one of your live streams, you mentioned something about when a drug or stimulant becomes an addiction and takes over, you need to step back. Can you elaborate on that? Yeah, for sure. For sure. 1 second. Yeah, so I believe in engaging with things from choice. What do I mean by that? So let's say coffee, for instance. Coffee is a stimulant, and it could be very effective and of value. You know what I'm saying? But I believe in like engaging with things because we choose to, not necessarily we have to. Now it can obviously be different. Like I have a friend who smokes marijuana every single day because he's got a lot of injuries. I'm not talking about that. But let's say when it comes to coffee, if you feel like you literally could not go 3 days without coffee, then to me, you have formed an addiction and you're not choosing to drink coffee out of your own free will. It's like you become a slave to that thing. And I think discipline and grace is a very interesting relationship. And you kind of have to identify a lot of things in your life when it comes to habits and things that we consume. Am I a slave to this, or am I doing this out of my own free will, out of my own free, choices? And I believe doing things from a choice. And it's just, sometimes it's very easy to become like a slave to our things. And all you do is you take a break. That's why people explore with fasting or explore with, elimination diets sometimes, just to take certain things out, to give the body a rest. And I think coffee is just one of the easiest ones to use because, again, a lot of people, if you challenge them, or even smoking weed, a lot of people who don't need it for like a physical ailment, a lot of people, if you told them not to do it for 5 days, they would be like, I don't know if I can do that. And if that is your reality, you become a slave to this thing. And it means that thing has more power over you, which means you're not in full control of your mind, body, and spirit. And when you have more self-control, you actually have more self-control over your thoughts. You actually start to notice that, like your mind runs rapid less, right? Because you're not a slave to everything. You're in control. And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with pretty much you can do whatever you want. But again, it's just about doing it from a place of choice. There was a point where I started drinking coffee because I started enjoying it. And then I started drinking it every day. And then I noticed, I was just felt like I had to have it. When I'm like, I don't need to have it. Like when I wake up in the morning, I have energy, so I had to be like, nope. And then I realized if you've been drinking coffee every day for a few weeks and then you stop, you get headaches. I'm like, oh my God, look at that. Right? Look at that. It creates a dependency on your body to where now your body is going through pain. Right? And I don't like that. So I like to just make sure I'm in control of what I'm doing. And I even have to do a black tea. Sometimes I get a little bit too crazy with the black tea. And then sometimes I have to completely cut black tea for a while, and I may go a few months with no black tea, just pure herbals, because it's become a habit that is almost like I'm becoming too attached to it. So yeah, you just gotta be mindful of these things, very mindful. Coffee is definitely a hard one to kick, and I don't think it needs to be kicked, right? It's not about because again, it's a stimulant that can be very effective, sometimes if it's later in the afternoon and I know I gotta sit down and write for a couple hours, sometimes I'm like, if I have a coffee, it's just almost it's like a ritual, but also it does help you focus a little bit, right? It's a stimulant. So it can be used very effectively. Same thing with tea, right? Certain teas as well can calm you down. There's a thing called L-theanine in it, has a calming effect. So there's nothing wrong. You can use these things to heighten whatever you're doing. But I think when you just solely become dependent on it, right? Like you wake up, oh, I have to have my coffee. Noon comes, oh, I have to have my coffee to get me till 3 p.m. 3 p.m. comes, oh, I just need like a half a coffee to get me to 5 p.m. That's a problem, right? Because now you're not even running off of your own energy reservoirs when we actually should naturally have quite a bit of energy, especially in the morning because you're rested, right? You just woke up. And even just replacing that, like if you work out in the morning, even if you're tired in the morning, if you work out, you're gonna have energy after that workout, right? So that's all I meant by that. I know I kind of repeated myself a few times there. Heinz couldn't survive without any tea at all. Yeah. Tea. I'm probably a slave to tea, but tea's like water, herbal tea. I'll just do herbal tea. Like when I do have to like chill out on like how much tea I'm drinking, I just drink herbal cold teas, no sugar, just make it at home myself. So then it's just like flavored water, herb water, Cocoa sugar is good for tea. Yeah, I don't really use much sugar in tea just because I drink so much tea that if I did use sugar, I'd probably end up with diabetes, right? So I've just like gotten my tongue to fall in love with the natural taste of tea because of the amount of tea I drink. If I use sugar, I'd probably end up creating a habit of always using sugar. So you got to know yourself. I'll probably create a habit of always using sugar. And then next thing you know, now I'm drinking 6 cups a day of tea with sugar in it. And now my sugar levels are out the roof. So the only time I have sugar in tea is if I go somewhere and I'm having like a specialty latte or something like that. Or I'll use honey sometimes. But majority of the time, I'm actually really just drinking tea as is. As is. Soursop tea is a big one. I'll boil up soursop leaves and just, that's a big one for me as well. Amazing, y'all. I'm sorry to somewhat cut this short because, we usually tap in for like 2 hours. We're here for 45 minutes. I do gotta go and film a video because I said my goal is to get like 2 videos out a week. 3 would be beautiful, but we're gonna do 2 right now. And I'm gonna get to that because I only have about 45 minutes to get that done. So thank you for tuning in to the #1 chill spot on the internet. I appreciate your presence and showing up. More live streams to come. Make sure you follow me on Twitch as well because we've been streaming over there. Also, it's free. You just got to download the app on your phone or just go to the website on your computer and you can tap in and enjoy the vibes over there as well. Again, we got the Ko-fi membership. That's a private-based community where we have guided meditations. There'll be exclusive content in there, a Q&A every single month and other things, private Discord channels, all that. And it's just a way to support what we're doing over here. So again, thank you so much. And I'll see y'all very soon. And also reminder deck, jono.com. Thank you for everyone that supports and has been taking pictures and posting it on their Instagram. I appreciate it.